You can clearly see in this worksheet that cells have been colored, color backgrounds have been added, but you might not know, but you might be seeing for the first time here, that you can also use patterns within cells. And many times these are not a great idea. I think I wouldn't make a strong case for saying this is a great feature, but here and there it's going to make some sense. You might also occasionally want to use lines like this to separate data. In other words, put them into an empty row. Let's just show how we can do this here. Maybe we want to either change this or make a different pattern. Let's begin by right-clicking and jumping right into Format Cells. And for the highlighted area, we want to click the Fill tab. We see colors here, pattern styles listed here. Click the drop arrow, and I think you'll see almost immediately if we use a choice like this, thin horizontal crosshairs, you see what this is likely to be. You can apply a color along with that at the same time. Let's say that wouldn't be a very good choice for any cells that have data that you're trying to read. So the better choice here might be one that has a very skimpy dot display this way, or possibly this one a little denser. You will have to experiment with this a little bit. The pattern color itself, would you want that to be a different color? Now we have red dots instead of black dots. So you can even go that far if you wish. So we're going to change the look of this by using a slightly different pattern style, slightly denser use of dots, and a color as well. That's the color of the dots. Click OK. And you see the difference. And I'll press Control-Z to remind you how that did look. And I'll press Control-Y to go back and forth. Back again. So different approaches there. Over here is something a little bit fanciful, sort of show-offy. Really, I don't think too many people would use this, but same location here. Right-click Format Cells. And here what we would use possibly is Fill Effects. And you can see the two colors here that have been used. See them in the background. Of course, you got tons of choices here. You could waste a lot of time on this one, couldn't you? There's green and yellow. It's actually being used in the previous example. So how about some different colors here? Some greens and blues. You mix them different ways, decide how you want them to look here. Maybe it's this one, maybe that one. You can even do diagonally. I think you could waste a lot of time here, couldn't you? How about these? Click OK. Green on top and bottom, bluish in the center. There we go. So you have that look, one by one. So just fast, easy ways to change the look of certain worksheets. And here and there, perhaps it adds a light touch to the worksheet or just makes it a little bit more interesting. But you can add patterns to cells as well as colors.